This indicator has a perfect track record, and it just called a bull market. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite technical indicators, Lux Algo. Because you see on the weekly chart, there are buy signals that Lux Algo flashes, and there have only been 8 in history, and now a 9th that just flashed, and literally every single time that a buy signal has flashed and been confirmed on the weekly chart, Lux Algo has rallied the market no less than 50%, normally by several 100%. And just recently, a buy signal flashed on the weekly chart that, in my opinion, demands that we go into a bull market within the next year. This indicator that has a 100% win rate on the weekly chart has just told us that we're going to move to the upside in a major way, and you can see so on this chart, which we'll be talking about during this video. So if you want to see where Bitcoin is going next and why, I highly encourage you to watch this entire video until the end. But without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. This chart predicts bull markets, and I'll show you exactly why. You see, Lux Algo is an indicator with a massive plethora of factors that you can tinker with, but I like to use it very simply by looking at the buy and the sell signals and confirming them with another piece of the indicator called trend catcher. This is a strategy that I've developed about 2 years ago with Lux Algo that has an incredible win rate, not always 100%, but sometimes on certain charts a 100% win rate, as you're going to see today, and it's even been vindicated by the creator of Lux Algo himself, Sean Mack, who's actually a friend of mine. If you haven't already, I'd highly encourage you to go and subscribe to Lux Algo's YouTube channel because they don't upload all that often, but when they do, these videos are really good. All right, let's jump onto the chart. First things first is settings. People are always asking me what my Lux Algo settings are, so make sure you bring up your Lux Algo, go to settings, and I'll show you really quickly here. In the settings, to have them set up the way that I do, you're gonna wanna make sure signals mode is set here to confirmation plus exits. You're gonna wanna make sure that you have trend catcher, EQ cloud, dashboard, and reversal zones turned on. I have them turned off today because we're not looking at them actively. And then you're going to wanna make sure your signal sensitivity is set to 12, autopilot is turned off, and you have signals agility set to 26. These are all just preferences. You can set up your Lux Algo however you want, but if you want them set up the way that I use them, these settings, then make sure to set them up that way. All right, so let's break down our chart today. There are 4 different things to draw attention to. First and foremost, we have Lux Algo turned on, obviously, right here. Second thing second, these vertical lines represent the halving dates in the history of Bitcoin. Of course, we had one halving take place here in November of 2012. We had one halving take place here in July of 2016. We had one halving take place on the 11th of May, and the next halving is predicted to take place on April the 14th of 2024. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now 9 vertical lines denoted in either green or blue, depending on a factor that I'll talk about in a minute. These represent every single one of the confirmed buy signals from Lux Algo in the entire history of the Bitcoin chart on the weekly chart. Before I get ahead of myself, let me define to you what a confirmed buy or sell signal is. First and foremost, you have to understand that Lux Algo gives you sell signals such as these, as you can see right here, and it also gives you buy signals that you can see right here, here, and here. On top of that, Lux Algo also gives you this indication right here. This line is called the trend catcher, and that trend catcher can either be green or red. A confirmed buy signal happens whenever you see a buy signal come into play with green trend catcher. Likewise, a confirmed sell signal is what happens when you see a sell signal come into play with a red trend catcher. I consider a signal confirmed after you've seen both the trend catcher and the signal flashing the same thing. So in this case, even though trend catcher was green here, I did not consider this a confirmed buy signal until we actually saw the buy signal come in. So I consider this buy signal to be confirmed on the very day that it showed up because trend catcher was already green. But if trend catcher had not turned green until here, then I wouldn't have said the signal was confirmed until the trend catcher turned green. I need to see both for it to be a confirmed signal, whether bullish or bearish. All right, now that we've defined what a confirmed buy and sell signal is, let's go ahead and look at all of the examples in history. We'll run through this very quickly. Christmas time of 2011, we saw a buy signal that was then later confirmed here in July of 2012 by trend catcher. That buy signal led Bitcoin to the upside by 15,656% over the course of 504 days. The very next time that we saw a buy signal that was also confirmed by green trend catcher happened here on the 6th of July 2015, and that would lead the market to the upside before the next major confirmed sell signal, 184% in the span of 343 days before the next halving. Following the 2016 halving, we saw the third ever confirmed buy signal on weekly chart for Lux Algo. That happened on the 24th of October 2016. That led Bitcoin to the upside 108% in 133 days. Following that, the fourth confirmed buy signal in the history of Lux Algo on the weekly chart and the second post halving in the 2016-17 bull market occurred on the 17th of April 2016. 2017 and led Bitcoin to the upside 156% in 56 days. The fifth ever confirmed buy signal on the weekly chart for Lux Algo occurred on the 31st of July, 2017, which was the same day that I got into crypto. And from there, Bitcoin rallied 633% in 140 days. The very next time that we had a confirmed buy signal was here on the 1st of April, 2019. And from there, Bitcoin would rally 238% in 84 days. Roughly 1 year later, the halving came into play, and then Bitcoin would kick off a bull market. The seventh confirmed buy signal in the history of Bitcoin's weekly chart came into play, with the sell signal happening on the 1st of June 2020, being confirmed on July 13th of 2020, and that led Bitcoin to the upside by over 600% in the span of 273 days. The eighth confirmed buy signal in the history of Bitcoin's weekly chart happened on the 9th of August 2021, and it was confirmed on the 27th of September 2021, and Bitcoin would rally over 60% in the span of 49 days. And then finally, you get to January of 2023. We saw a buy signal come into play on the weekly chart on the 16th of January, which was then confirmed on Monday, March 13th, 2023, when we rallied up to $28,545, which is a critical level of resistance, and trend catcher turned green, confirming this as the ninth confirmed buy signal in the history of Bitcoin's weekly chart. As you can see, every single confirmed buy signal on the weekly chart in the history of Bitcoin has led Bitcoin into a rally of no less than 60%. Generally, it leads Bitcoin into a rally of over 100%. And that's not all. Let me show you something else. Heading back out here to the weekly chart, if we just go ahead and remove these 5 buy signals that happened after the halving, then you will see that there are only 4 buy signals that have happened in the history of Bitcoin within 1 year before the halving, and every single one of them called the Bitcoin bull market. Let me show you what I mean. This buy signal, which was confirmed in July of 2012, happened roughly half of a year, 6 months, maybe 5 months before the halving in November of 2012. This buy signal, because it happened right before the halving, called the bull market, rallied the market nearly 19,000%. The next confirmed buy signal was confirmed on July 2015, and that happened roughly 1 year before the halving event. And as you can see, the market went into a rally of, depending on how you measure it, between 6,000% and 10,000%. Skipping these 3 confirmed buy signals because they're honestly just repeats of this bull market confirmation, we get to this 6th confirmed buy signal in the history of Bitcoin. This buy signal signaled the end of the bear market, the beginning of the new bull market, and it happened roughly 1 year pre-halving, just over 1 year pre-halving. From this buy signal, Bitcoin would rally 1,140% in the span of the next 2 years, and it called the bull market. As you can see, we've just had a weekly chart buy signal flash. It's about 1 year before the halving that it was confirmed. And as you can see, the other 3 times that this has happened in the history of Bitcoin, we have had a bull market ensue within 6 to 12 months. In fact, not only has a bull market ensued in the next 6 to 12 months, Bitcoin has also gone on to absolutely smash all-time high. This time, Bitcoin set an all-time high 3,750% higher than the previous one at $30. The 2016-17 bull market, confirmed by Lux Algo here in July of 2015, set an all-time high 1,652% higher than all-time high. And the Lux Algo buy signal that was confirmed April 1st of 2019 led Bitcoin to set an all-time high 275% higher than the previous all-time high at $20,000 by forcing Bitcoin to rally to $70,000. Now, I'm not here in this video to tell you exactly how far Bitcoin will rally, but historically, this buy signal means that Bitcoin is going to at least $70,000. And honestly, I'd put the mark closer to $120,000 to $150,000 over the next 2 to 3 years. I have never in my career in technical analysis found an indicator where on just multiple different charts, not every chart, but on multiple different charts, literally has a 100% perfect track record. And by the way, if you were looking at the chart earlier and you said, but Jeb, there's some buy signals you didn't talk about, that's because before I started the video, I went through and I weeded out all the buy signals that were not confirmed by trend catcher. We only looked at the ones that had confirmation. So yes, there were some extra buy signals. Those were not confirmed. If you weed out the 5 buy signals that happened during the bull market and you only look at the buy signals that happened during accumulation phase after a bear market was over, then you only see that there's 3 in history that have happened before this one, and all 3 of them called a bull market over the next 2 years. And now Lux Algo is doing the same exact thing. As we talked about in a previous video, the halving cycles are one of the major things that define when a Bitcoin bull market is going to be confirmed. And we talked about a lot of other technical indicators that are also calling for a major bull market coming to Bitcoin in the next 6 to 18 months, really getting going towards Q2 of next year. If you want to learn more about all those technical indicators, we talked about it in last week's video. You can find the thumbnail right there, and you can find the link right there. That video is titled How a Clock Will Send Bitcoin to Over $50,000. by the end of 2023. I would highly encourage you to watch it if you have not already. It would give you a lot of context for this video. Long story short, guys, if you don't have Lux Algo, I personally think you're missing out, and I think I've just shown you a very good reason why you're missing out, because this is not the only chart where Lux Algo is going to give you some incredible technical indicators that will give you massive, massive gains. When you look at the confirmed buy signals on the daily chart, for example, Lux Algo is batting over 75% accuracy, and if you weed out some of those less powerful buy signals with other things such as macroeconomic analysis, looking at your MACD, looking at your RSI, and actually applying all of your technical analysis to the chart and not just looking at one indicator, which is normally not your best bet, then you're going to find that Lux Algo has a ridiculously powerful hit rate, and it's going to be very helpful in your trading. That's why Lux Algo is one of the affiliates that we use on this channel. So if you want to get access to Lux Algo, go to the link in the description box down below and sign up for Lux Algo using coupon code JEB, J-E-B-B, to get 20% off at checkout. If you enjoyed today's video, I would highly encourage you to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because we are posting content like this every single week, bringing you the latest and greatest in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency technical analysis so that you guys can be well informed on where Bitcoin is and where Bitcoin's going next. I hope today's video brought you value, but that is going to wrap it out for today. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.